guys, today's video is going to be a little bit different. I am going to be talking to you about some things that are going to be the direction that my channel is going and some things like that, and then also discussing some things that I feel really strongly about and I feel like I want to talk to you guys about. And I'm probably going to put it in the title. Something like this video might tick people off, might tick some people off, but if it does, it wasn't meant for them. And so yeah, I just hope that you will hear where I'm coming from, that it will hopefully resonate with some of you, and actually be something exciting as we're going forward into this kind of next stage of my channel. But if you are new here and just stumbling across this video, hello, my name is Danielle. I'm so glad that you're here. I am 45. I am a mom of 3 boys. I've been married to my husband for 24 years, and yeah, I stay at home right now. And I just enjoy having my channel and meeting new people, and it has been such a blessing to me over the past, is it 6 years now that I've been doing this, I think? And I just absolutely love it. So I'm so glad, if you are new here, that you're here. I hope you will want to stick around, and if this video isn't your thing, but you want to check out some of my other videos, I hope you'll do that. And if you like it, that you'll subscribe and become one of my friends, because I absolutely love, I have so many of you on here who we chat with each other, you know, in the comments, and some of us even talk to each other in text or direct messages, that kind of stuff on Instagram. So I absolutely love that, and I would always love to make some new friends that way. All right, so let's get into this. So the direction of my channel. Obviously, if you've been here from the beginning or have been with me over the past even year or two, you will know that my channel was primarily makeup related. And it's kind of funny when I think about when I started my channel, why I went into that. I think it's because at the time when I found YouTube, it was because I was looking for makeup tutorials, because I've always loved makeup, but I didn't really know what I was doing. And so when I discovered like YouTube was really a thing, I know it's been a thing a lot longer than that, but I just didn't really pay attention to it. So I got into the makeup, realm, and I loved it. I loved getting to chat in the comments with different people that I watched their videos. I discovered I really liked smaller channels, getting to be able, because then you do have that interaction, because a lot of times the bigger channels, they just don't have the time to be able to, talk with everybody and respond to comments and things like that. So that was something I really loved. So I, at the time, wasn't working, and I decided, you know what, I need some sort of creative outlet. I need something that lets me express myself and lets me meet new people. And so that was why I started with beauty, with makeup stuff. So if you watch those videos, oh my gosh, I don't want to say cringeworthy, but they are. Like, there are so many videos where the makeup I'm doing, what the heck was I doing? But I was having fun, and I was meeting great people along the way. So it was totally worth it. However, like I said, you will have noticed I have really moved away from makeup stuff. Do I still love makeup? Absolutely. I always wear it when I leave the house. I love to even just play with it sometimes, but I don't do really like the bold looks that I tried to do before, because I don't know that I really pulled them off ever. But it really just hasn't been my thing. I enjoy doing makeup, but for me, as opposed to doing my makeup is a time that is like a relaxing time for me when I'm getting ready, where I like to listen to music and stuff. So that kind of has been where I was like, I don't really want to record right now, because I'd rather listen to music and just enjoy doing my makeup. And so that kind of naturally moved its way out. But I still love having my channel, and I still love interacting with you guys. And so other things were starting to make their way in naturally as well. And the main thing that you are going to notice with my channel from here on out is, again, like I've been doing my Shop My Stash every month. Those videos don't do super great. So if you can let me know down in the comments, if you're somebody who regularly watches my channel, or if you're just stumbling upon this and are like, oh, I love Shop My Stash videos, let me know that if I should keep doing those, because if it's not something people want to see, then I won't really bother to do it. But since I do still wear makeup, I have been doing those. But my main thing that I have always absolutely loved, it has been my passion for as long as I can remember, I mean from very, very young, is fashion, clothes, accessories, jewelry, purses, shoes. I have always loved that kind of stuff so much. That is what excites me. That is where my passion is and what I get excited about. And I realize that's not everyone's passion, and that's fine. But there's some things I want to say about that. So obviously I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be moving much more in a fashion. I kind of alluded to that for like, gosh, who knows, almost probably the last year. But it is really definitely moving in that direction. I will still be doing like product reviews, like working with different companies that I really like and enjoy and believe in, like their products and everything. I'm not going to, I'll never be someone who just does stuff just because. I get offers for different products all the time, but they're not things that I really have an interest in. And if I don't feel excited and interested in it, I'm not going to share it with you guys, you know? And so, as things come along, if they come along, maybe no more will, and that's fine too. But if they do, I will work with companies that I actually really enjoy what they have to offer. And will always be honest with you about whether it's worth it or not. But I want to talk about the fact that I am a thrifter. The premise of my channel when I started was about being glam on a budget. So everything I have ever done, from makeup to any kind of clothes stuff I showed, anything like that, have all been things about being able to be glam on a budget, because I am very budgeted. And so I want to share things that are things that other people can afford as well, that make them feel great. And that's different for everybody, but I can feel absolutely fantastic without spending hundreds of dollars on clothes and makeup and hair stuff and, just all the things that people spend a ton of money on, because you don't have to. And so thrifting has always been one of my absolute favorite things to do. I started thrifting. That was not something that my mom introduced me to growing up. However, she did always teach my sisters and I that to make the most with the money that you have. So we would get a certain amount of money for school clothes every year, and she would take my sisters and I to the mall, and we could buy whatever we wanted with that money. So we could get one pair of shoes and a pair of pants and a shirt if we were going for something expensive, or we could really stretch it and make it go far. Well, we learned to do that. And both of my sisters and I still to this day shop like that. So I am absolutely, if I shop in a regular store, it's clearance every time. I will never pay full price for anything. And like I said before, I think the only thing I pay full price for are concert t-shirts at a concert, because you don't really have a choice there. But that is literally like the only thing I ever pay full price for. But even more so than clearance, I love thrifting. And the reason being, because you can have a wardrobe filled with things that are completely different. They're not things that just anybody can walk into a store and buy. So those clearance items, while I still like stuff like that too, those are things you might see other people wearing as well, because they're currently in stores or just leaving stores and they're on clearance. So, people are buying them. When you go into a thrift store, it's a whole new world of fashion possibilities. And that gets me so excited. You have no idea. So like I said, my mom did not teach us to shop that way, but when I was in high school, I decided to try thrifting. And I think I had a friend at the time from a different school actually, who she told me about this. She would go to thrift stores, and I was like, what? Because it wasn't cool then. Okay. And I was like, wait a minute. So we went, I know that's exactly who it was. So she and I went one time to a thrift store, and I fell in love with it. And I have been in love with it ever since, because I was able to find such unique things. And I grew up in a very small town. I still live in this town. We had moved away for a while, but we came back because we like it that much. But let's be real, a town this small, there is no such thing like being fashion forward or things like that. Like, that is just not how people around here live. It's in the country. It's, people are just more simple as far as the way they dress and do their hair and makeup and that kind of stuff. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But there's always been this passion in me to just do a little more, And so when I was in high school, I would thrift different jeans, and jeans are expensive, or were expensive, it seemed like, to find, and it's hard to find things your size. And so when I could go to a thrift store and find a pair of jeans that fit me in a way that made me feel so good, it was so exciting. And I would get so creative with it. I loved to embellish my jeans with, I've always been a lover of like the 70s, like late 60s, early 70s fashion, a lot of that like era. And I would put different patches all over my jeans. I would use like the little seed beads, and I would put intricate things around like the pockets, like do beading on them. I loved to do things like that. I loved to find, I remember I had, and I wish I still had it. It was like a sweater cardigan, but it was a very lightweight, and it was like brown and gold and like cream. And it was from the 70s, and just the print of it and the way it was. And I remember wearing that to school and people being like that's kind of weird. But I also, nobody was ever like mean about it. They're like, that's cool, I like that. And I had one girl say to me whose family had like way more money and stuff, like she could afford to go buy whatever she wanted. And she said to me one day, I love the way you dress, like how different it is. And that like made me feel so good. And to think like she's somebody who could go out and buy whatever she wants. I'm going to thrift stores and spending hardly any money on what I'm wearing, and she's telling me that she loves how I dress. That kind of helped instill in me that feeling of just the individuality that fashion and hair and makeup and all that stuff can provide, like an outward like showing of your individuality, I guess is what I'm saying. We're all individuals inside, so we all are different, but it's a way to outwardly express that. And I just have always had such a love for that. And then as I got a little bit older and I started having my kids and my body changed a lot and things like that, I found myself not reaching for those types of clothes anymore. I found myself hiding in my clothes because I just didn't know what to do with this different body that I had. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you did not see it, I'm going to post it up here. I'll put a card for you that you can check it out after this video. I did a video with Shaperment, and I wore their bathing suit, like tops, bikini tops and high-waisted bottoms. I put myself out there in a way that I never have. And you guys, it has been the best thing that I ever did. I have told my husband, I've told everyone, I'm like, I never realized how making myself so vulnerable like that would give me so much freedom. Ever since that, then I did a Halara video, which I'll put that up there if you're interested in checking out. And the skirt that they wanted to send me and stuff, I was like, it's going to be kind of short. I have big legs, you know, blah, blah, like all the worries. But I'm like, I did this bathing suit one though, so I'm going to do this and see what I think. And I did it. You guys, then I wore the outfit to an amusement park and had somebody compliment me on the outfit. No one looked at me like, why are you wearing that? Nothing like that. And it made me realize I have been hiding myself for absolutely no reason, all because of things in my own head. Or maybe some of you have the same situation where you have some people in your life who are very negative to you and critical of you. Don't let them be. And actually at church today, our pastor said, guard who you allow to speak into your life, because the people that you allow around you speaking into your life, if they are negative people, that is something that impacts your heart. And so if you're allowing these people that are negative to speak into your life like that is bringing you down. And it did for so many years. And I'm here to tell you, it's not anymore. And so you will have seen, once I start putting these videos up, you will have seen it has been months since I started kind of moving in this direction, but it's taken me that amount of time because I had other videos I kind of needed to put out for companies and stuff. But then there's things that I wanted to make sure I do it right, because I want it to be something that you guys enjoy watching. And so you are going to be seeing that I am kind of switching out my closet from everyday stuff you can buy in stores to thrifted clothing. And so the other clothes that I had that I'm getting rid of, I'm giving to people. I'm donating. I might sell some in my Poshmark closet, which I will put down in the description box if anyone is interested in that. So that they are going, to good places. But I'm going to have a wardrobe that feels like me, that when I put it on, I'm like, yep, that's me. And you know what the beauty of it is? No matter who might look at it and think like, why is she wearing that? That's ugly, whatever, which newsflash, most people are not looking at people doing that. And if you are the kind of person who is critical of other people about what they wear, how they wear their hair, the way they wear their makeup, you need to check yourself. Because I see so many people who just exude confidence wearing styles that are absolutely so out of my comfort zone, or just not my taste, let's say. But you know what? I respect the heck out of them, because I can tell they are doing what is giving them confidence. They are wearing what is making them feel good and what they feel like is expressing them. And how can you argue with that? You can't argue with somebody else's taste, because taste is such an individual thing. And that's the thing too with fashion and with style. Style is not a certain thing. You're not in style. I hate that term so much. And this is where some people might get a little irritated with me, but hear me out. Who decides what is in style? I want you to think about this for a minute. I want you to think about trends and how they come and go. Do you not realize that companies, they have to create these trends to continue to sell goods? That is what that is all about. There has to be a constant changing over for them to keep making money. If everyone just stayed like, oh, yep, that's cool whenever. Whatever you wear is cool whenever. Then people wouldn't be out buying stuff, especially they target younger people for sure. And I get that. I understand that. Like, I get how it feels to be young and want to wear what other people are wearing and things like that. But also in that same thing, I don't know how to say it. Do you know how it makes people feel? And maybe some of you have experienced this, when something is trendy and it does not fit your body type at all, and you want so badly to wear this thing that everyone else, or you feel like everyone else is wearing and looks so cute in, and you just do not feel confident in it. And so it makes you feel bad about yourself. It makes you feel bad about your body. That is crap. And that's what I hate about trends. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with wearing things that are trendy. If it's something you like, do it. Don't wear it just because it's trendy, because guess what? It's going to not be pretty soon. And I always hear people talk about too, like, you know, and other people in my life who kind of had the same when they're growing up, not having a lot of money to be able to get new things all the time, how by the time you might be able to afford the popular thing, once you get it, it's already going out to the next thing. And then it's almost like people make fun of you, like, okay, that was old. Like, that's not cool anymore. That used to be. Like, you guys, even as adults, people do this. Why are we doing this? Why are we allowing people to tell us what our style should be? That's not style. That's purchased goods. Style is individual to everyone. And I get very frustrated. There's been a couple people that I've tried to watch on YouTube who then talk about like, this is in and this is out and whatever. And it's like, who are you to say what's in and out for an individual? Like, I have clothes from 15 years ago that I still absolutely love, or shoes. I'm not going to get rid of them because somebody says that's not in style anymore. I don't care. It's in style for me, for my style. It might not be for you. It's such an individual thing. And to let anybody tell you that something you're wearing or the way you wear your hair or whatever is like not fashionable, not in style, I'm sorry, but like, shame on that person for being that person, because I can't imagine ever saying something like that to anyone. And I fully believe that we should be encouraging to one another and celebrate the differences that each other has. And I love, one of my favorite things is to go to places like the amusement park we just were at and look at the people around me. The vast differences in people's heights and weights and skin color and eye color and hair and the way they dress, everything about people. It's so amazing to me. It's something to be celebrated, not for people to look at others and criticize. And if you're somebody who criticizes, what makes you think that you are the authority about anything? Because I'm going to tell you right now, none of us is the authority about anything. And so I just feel like it's a very prideful, mean thing to criticize how other people dress or anything like that. You don't know what somebody's finances are like. Maybe that's all they can afford to wear. Maybe they have a lot of money and that's just what they want to wear. Like, you literally have no idea. So to make assumptions about a person based on what they're wearing or how many tattoos they have or piercings or whatever, like, that is such a blind, disgusting way to look at people, because you are going to miss out on knowing some really amazing people if that's the type of person that you are. And I just feel so strongly about this and about judging people's bodies, making people feel bad. You look at the size ranges in at a lot of stores and stuff, they're terrible. And it's like, okay. And I actually was just listening to someone the other day Carrie Dayton, I believe is who it is. And I will link her channel down below because I really, really enjoy watching her. She thrifts a lot, and she is 35, so she's 10 years younger than me. But I love that she just rocks whatever style she wants to, whatever makes her feel good. And she was talking about how then there's these companies who do make extended sizes, only they're not the same styles as the other clothes. And she's like, okay, but like we want those same clothes just in our size. Why do we have to get a completely different, range of clothing? Like it has nothing to do with this. And those kind of things make people feel excluded. And I don't get it. I don't get it at all. And you would think these companies would want to be able to make money because there's people of all sizes who want to wear these different styles. But apparently they don't. I don't get it. I don't know. I mean, I'm not in any kind of business or marketing or whatever, but I just do not understand it. And I just thought that was a really good point that she brought up. And it made me think a lot about too, people talking about that in thrift stores, because she talks about this as well, that a lot of times it's hard to find clothes her size because she's, I want to say she's like a 16, I believe is what she said. And so she said it's harder to find those sizes in thrift stores. And I can understand that, because if stores aren't selling, those sizes, then there's not people donating those sizes. So it kind of all goes around. And that's just another thing that makes me feel like, you know what, part of, not that my one person can make this impact, but in my own, for myself, feeling like, you know what, if I'm not contributing to buying like these straight sizes when other people can't get their clothes in plus sizes, I feel better about just thrifting and not giving my money to those companies. And again, we all have different things that we're convicted by or whatever. I wouldn't say I'm convicted by it, but it's just something I feel like, well, good. I won't really give my money to you because I'm seeing these people who I admire not being able to get, clothes that you sell because you won't sell them in the sizes that they wear. And so that, it rubs me the wrong way. I wrote down a couple things because I could just ramble and ramble and ramble. So I want to make sure that I touch on a couple of things. So I had written down, for some people, fashion is a passion, but it's not for everyone, and that's okay. Don't wear something because you hope someone else will think it's cute. Wear it because you think it's cute, and then at least one person will. Wear it because you feel good in it. Do not wear things in hopes for other people to compliment it, because you might find yourself being really disappointed then if other people don't. Then you're dressing for other people. You're not dressing for you. There is such freedom in dressing for you. And even if another person doesn't say a word, but you feel good, that's all that matters. That's literally what your personal style is all about. Feeling like you, feeling comfortable with who you are and what you're exuding. And so you don't need that, affirmation from people. You don't need people to be like, oh, you look so cute, you're so stylish, you're whatever. Now, if people do say those things, it feels fabulous. And I love to make a point to tell people when I think they're wearing something cute, or I like their hair, or they have beautiful eyes, or whatever it is. I like to make a point to tell people things like that, because who doesn't want to hear something positive? And you can completely change someone's day by doing that. So I highly encourage you to do that. But know that when you step out of your house to go somewhere, what you put on is what you're wearing because you feel good in it, and you don't need anyone else to tell you that you look good in it. And I think that is very important. And for a lot of years when I was younger, I sought affirmation from people, like affirmation, yes, but just that I needed people to tell me. I needed to, I wasn't confident enough in myself to just feel good. I needed somebody to tell me, like, that looks good. And then I was like, okay, it looks good. And that's an uncomfortable way to live. That's not how you should live. And that's another reason why if you just buy trendy things because they're trendy and you want to wear something trendy, you might not have anyone say anything to you about how cute it is because they can tell you're not comfortable in it. And people, when you can see people wearing something they're not comfortable in, like they don't move their body comfortably, they can't walk in the shoes they have on, stuff like that, it loses the appeal of the look because you can tell the person themselves is not even comfortable in it. Where I can look at somebody wearing something totally wild, like in my mind, as far as like outside of my, style preference, but they are wearing it with confidence, and I'm like, they look awesome. And that is the difference in being comfortable in what you're wearing or when you're trying to dress for somebody else. So dress for you. So a couple other things I just want to touch on real quick. People talk about dressing for your age. Once you reach this age, your hair should be cut this way, or you shouldn't wear as much makeup, or you shouldn't wear these types of clothes, and you should wear these types of clothes. You guys, who is the authority on that? Little test for you. What did I say earlier? Nobody's the authority on anything. And so do not let somebody tell you that you're too old to be wearing this or that. And I have people in my life who do that. So I am speaking to myself. Like, I will not allow people to say that to me. And you know why? Because it doesn't matter what my age is. I am still me. Just because I might be getting older in terms of years, I am still me. And I feel good in what I feel good in. I'm not going to start wearing certain clothes that are supposed to be for more mature women or whatever when that's not what I feel comfortable in. Then you know what? I'm not going to look good in it either, because I'm going to feel miserable and uncomfortable. And so do not let people tell you that based on your age, you should be wearing certain things or you shouldn't be wearing certain things. I just feel like if you are somebody, let me put it this way. If you are somebody who feels like you just don't know what your style is, you feel like you just can't find things that make you feel good, and you want someone else's opinion, and then go ask people who you like the way they dress. Like, maybe you could help me. My sister one time was like, I love the way you dress. You always look so cute. I need to go shopping with you, and will you help me find stuff to wear? And I did, and we had such a blast. She felt so dang good because we have very similar body types. And so she liked the way I dressed myself. And so then when she tried those types of things, she loved it on her too. And that was super fun. But guess what I never would have done? Looked at her otherwise and been like, I think I need to take you shopping and help you find clothes that look better on you, because what you're wearing just isn't that cute. Who does that stuff? Like, I mean, seriously. If you have people like that in your life, I mean, you need to like stand up and say something, because that is unbelievable to me that anybody does that. But I do know that people do it, because I have people in my life like that. And so, and let me tell you how much time I spend with those people. Basically, only if I have to. And so, it's something to be mindful of, that you are not that person to other people, and you don't let somebody be that way to you either. But make sure that if you see something on someone and you would like to, like, if you feel like they are always dressed nicely and you feel like you just don't know what to do, ask somebody. Most of the time people would be like, oh my gosh, especially people that you can tell just really enjoy fashion, they're probably going to be excited to help you because it's something that they're passionate about. And so I am that way. My mother-in-law, a few years ago now, I actually bought her some shirts for her birthday, and she absolutely loved them. And she's like, I don't like shopping for myself. I don't know what to pick. I love these shirts. Like, you know, she was so happy about it. So now for holidays, I buy her clothing, and she is so excited about it all the time. She's like, I will not go out and buy things. I don't know what to pick, but every single thing you pick out for me, I love. Well, I know her coloring, and I know her lifestyle and stuff like that. So I know the things to pick for her that are going to be relevant to her lifestyle and are going to look, you know, pretty with her red hair and stuff like that. And so those things I get excited about. Now, I wouldn't go and tell her like, oh, don't wear that. Like, I wouldn't wear. Why would somebody do that? I would never do that. I want to encourage her and make her feel good and help her find things. She's already said that she doesn't feel like she knows what to wear. So I'm going to help her find things that make her feel good. And so that is something that I think that we can do and be encouraging and positive in when someone asks. If someone doesn't ask, do not give your opinion on what they wear or how they do their hair or whatever it might be, because that is just hurtful. And I think any of us, if you put yourself in that position and thought of someone coming up to you and saying, I just don't really like how you wear your hair and whatever, I can put myself in that position because I can actually picture somebody saying that, who did say that to me. What a deflating, horrible thing to say to somebody. And I just would never want to make someone feel that way. And also because I might look at what somebody's wearing and think, I don't really like that or whatever. But that's my opinion. It's not a fact. It's my opinion. They might feel fantastic in it. And if they do, that's fine. Or they might be somebody who just doesn't care about clothes at all. They're like, I just need clothes to cover my body to be able to leave the house. That is their right. Clothes, fashion is something we've made up. It is not some like, you know, solid, like this has to be this way. And you can have fun with it, or you can use it out of necessity. And that is absolutely fine both ways. And no one should make anybody feel bad, whichever way they do it. I went really far with that one, so I will be quick with this last one. The last thing is, I will no longer apologize for what my body looks like. So anytime you see in videos where I'm showing my outfits, I will not be saying, oh, like that's not very flattering, or my butt looks big in that, or oh, I don't look. No, I will not apologize for what my body looks like, because there's nothing wrong with what my body looks like. And there's nothing wrong with yours either. And so you find clothes that make you feel good. And I hate the word flattering. I feel like it's used a lot of times in a very negative way to make people feel like what they're wearing, like that their body does not look good, or whatever they're wearing doesn't look good. And I get, like, to say flattering, I mean, I understand the word, like, this flatters my shape. I feel like that's a different way of saying it than being like, well, obviously if you say that's not very flattering. Or I even know things like within my own family growing up, some phrase that I heard people say several times, which is terrible, was, oh, she has a really unfortunate shape. Excuse me, what? Like, nobody's shape is unfortunate. We were all made the way we were made for a reason. We are all made to be different, and there are clothes to fit every shape. So you just find what fits you and makes you feel the best. And it doesn't matter if somebody else looks at it and thinks, that's not very flattering. If you're somebody who likes to wear big baggy clothes, then wear them. If you're somebody who likes to wear more, slim fitting clothes or whatever, then wear them. It doesn't matter what your body type looks like. You need to wear what makes you comfortable, and don't tell anyone that what you're wearing, or don't let anyone tell you that what you are wearing is unflattering. I hate that, or it's not very flattering, or whatever. Like, who cares? Honestly, I don't care about what's flattering on me anymore. I care about what I'm wearing that makes me feel good and feel fun and feel like me. So that's what I'm doing. So all that to say, if you stayed to this point, can you please put the ring emoji, just because I touched my ring and it made me think of it, so that I know that you stayed to this point. So basically, all that to say, I felt like I just needed to get that out, because I've been so, like, it's something I'm so passionate about, and I don't mean to come across angry with it. I'm passionate about it, and I'm excited about it, and I hope that you guys will be excited too. So you are going to be seeing all sorts of thrift with me videos, and I'm going to be doing try-ons with every video. I'm not just going to show you stuff I have bought in the store. I'm going to show you the clothes on, why I chose them, what excites me about them. And I hope that it will be inspiring to some of you. And I also find that, and I think I mentioned this in another video, that when I go looking for like thrift with me videos and stuff like that and styling, I don't see a lot of people with my body type. Now, for reference, I am 5'1". No, I'm just under 5'1". I'm not 5'1". And everyone tries to tell me I'm closer to 5 foot, but no, I'm not. But so I'm very short. I have a thicker body type, just always have. I've got lots of cellulite and stretch marks and bumps and bobbles, and I've got big arms, and that's okay. And guess what? I'm going to show you, if you're somebody who has those types of things too, you might be able to find some things that I'm showing that you're like, oh, I've never thought of trying that style before. That would work great for me because I also have bigger arms. Or, you know what I mean? I hope that it will be something that is exciting for you guys, that maybe will help some people. And also, just thrifting, I absolutely love. The thrill of the hunt to find really good pieces for really cheap. You guys, I can't wait to show you all of the things that I already have over several different trips. So you're going to be seeing these videos spread way out, but I did that on purpose because I wanted time to really be able to, film the outfits and everything to be able to show you. And I'm really excited, and I hope that you guys will enjoy coming on this journey with me if you are someone who's been here for a long time. And I think most of you who have been here for a long time, we're just friends. And so I don't know that you really care as much about if I'm not doing makeup anymore. Well, I haven't been doing it for a while, and you're still around, so thank you. But I hope that you guys who have been around for a while, I hope that just our friendship and stuff, and being able to share that excitement with each other will be something that you enjoy. And then if you're someone new coming in, I hope that this will be something that you really like too, because I absolutely love it. You are going to see my passion and my excitement in it. And that's the kind of videos I like to watch. I like to watch when people, you can tell they're actually just really excited about what they're doing. I'm so excited that I can't even talk. And yeah, I'm just really excited about it. And I hope you guys will be too. So I look forward to hearing any feedback down in the comments from you. And let's do this. I mean, there's going to be some other stuff mixed in, but you're really going to start seeing a lot of thrift content and just styling different stuff the way I style it. I am not a stylist. I am me, and I wear what I like, and I wear what makes me feel good, and I want to encourage you to do the same. So I look forward to going on this journey with you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you again very soon. Bye.